Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Are you dry right now? It's a fucking flash flood going on. Like, I'm like, are you dry right now? Like,
damn, man, I think that's what she said. How's it going?
Podcast.
Damn. That's gonna look like a really bad edit, by the way. How you doing today?
I'm alive. It's a thing.
Damn, get a shirt. Speaking of which,
FNentertainment.com.
www. Right before that. Oh, I ain't got no tumbler, but I got a glass that's fucking pretty. That's very pretty.
Multiple colors.
True. There's no excuses. If you don't like the white and blue, you can get a black and blue.
And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you.
Drink it.
Absolutely.
Stay hydrated, my friends. Anyway, I'm okay. It's another day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I know you've seen the episode, Friday's episode. I appreciate you catching up because sometimes mind you, that Friday episode, I was on point. That's all I'm saying. It's been a minute since I did a solo hour, and I was ready. Wasn't hard based on the news, but doing a solo hour, goddamn, I was killing it. Final Fantasy, obviously, and you knew this was coming. I had to have you in a room for it. 164 days left. I already got a countdown ready. There's only 164 days left.
Quick maths.
No, I have a literal
Wick maths.
I have
literal
countdown the days, hours, minutes, and seconds.
Post recording, were you able to complete the pre-order?
I completed a pre-order during the show. I was not fucking around. I just didn't say so.
I remember when you came back to commercial, it was like halfway.
No, it was hanging, because the whole website crashed. The whole website was crashing consistently, and them bitches sold out. I got mine. $400 well spent. I would like people to know that I have almost in the sense of a Final Fantasy credit card. When shit comes up for Final Fantasy, I know I got this credit card ready. It's got a higher limit than everybody else, and I'm ready for that bitch to be maxed out. Like, that one's just going to get maxed out. I don't give a fuck.
I aspire to one day have that for One Piece.
You should.
Hopefully, by the time I get there, the show's still going on. Or maybe not hopefully. I don't know. Some people don't like it. Look, speaking of, One Piece has got green level second
season already. I mean, I'm 100% congratulations to him.
Congratulations. It is not. There was some doubt.
Yeah.
Especially from One Piece fans, because you don't want to join the list.
Yeah. It's a harsh list too. People are starting to be honest about it, which I appreciate it. There are people who are being nitpicky finally, because that's why I didn't want to.
I have a nitpicky friend because I don't know. They thought it was going to be a 1-to-1, but nothing is ever a 1-to-1.
No. If it was, it would be pointless.
Yeah, like they have creative liberties. They have realistic limitations. I mean,
yeah. But no, they're doing their thing. Shout out to One Piece.
It was a solid 8. And that is more than motherfuckers can ask for with live action anime shit.
Yes, sir. Although
it is only going to get harder for here because One Piece only gets weirder.
Yeah.
So God bless them. Good luck.
Yeah.
With season 2 and 3 and 4 and shit.
Do you think they'll keep it going?
From a picture I read today, they have a 12 season plan.
Damn. Oh shit. Good luck.
Some people mistakenly believe that One Piece is like the longest running anime. It's not.
No.
Detective Conan is still going on.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Like,
I
but
think it's
if
the
that
longest.
shit can become the longest running Netflix series, though, that'd be
How
wild.
long is Orange is the New Black? Because that was a pretty long running series.
That
Kelly, get on it.
close.
Find out the longest running Netflix series. see whose fingers are the fastest. Who will win? You decide. Comment below. Who do you think got the fastest hand? Damn. Could have at least let me build it up. I was warming it up.
Oh, I'm one of those.
Well, she still got to find the longest running period.
I'm one of those sheep. I'm getting an iPhone 15.
Yeah, I figured as much. What were you saying? No. Well, she got a better answer for me right now. Something more important than your bullshit.
Boy, you said the same thing about COD. If you don't leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Also, I have a. Not only do I have a paid for phone, I have an 11.
Yeah, no. So you're eligible for that trade up. So.
I'm within all of everything on that phone is gonna be new to me.
Yeah, no.
So
it's fine.
I feel like I'm outside of the sheet.
I mean, you could also just be smart and get a better phone in general, but longest running series, what is it?
It says original series is Grace and Frankie's with 7 seasons. I have no idea what that is.
The fuck?
I've never seen it.
I know Will and Grace. Who the fuck is Frankie though?
Grace and Frankie.
So all it's tied because Orange is the New Black is also 7.
But they might have more episodes as well within seasons. So there you go. Google never lies. No, it's fine. Only reason I've been roasting iPhone users is I just can't believe. I think it's the iPhone users that were hopping on the gravy train, like they were back at the top of innovation, and I'm like, they gave you literally nothing new. It's new to you because you're behind. But I'm like, the people are going from year to year. I'm like, they literally just put a hole in the fucking phone.
The only thing that so like I was like seriously like watching YouTube videos like trying to decide because I'm trying to decide between the regular and the pro.
I mean, if you're gonna get the regular, just get the 14.
Yeah, someone also said that.
Yeah.
Thing. But they were saying that now they're just making the base models like last year's Pro.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally, but they've been doing that for what, 2 generations now? But now it's becoming very obvious that it's literally just last year's Pro. So you're going to save a bit of money. You won't get the USB-C, but in all honesty,
I want the USB-C.
The thing is, the USB-C that they're giving you ain't real USB-C. It's old-ass USB-C, yeah.
The Pro is current USB-C.
It's still older USB-C.
Thunderbolt is current, right?
Thunderbolt is very old. Like, very old
what the fuck
technology.
Is the current? I thought Thunderbolt was current. Then what the fuck is the current?
There's one more current. They're just not using it a lot in phones. Like, even my phone doesn't have it. But I was expecting for them to come out with the newest version of USB-C. So I could finally see.
You was expecting Apple to do that? I wasn't.
My thing is, if you're finally going to catch up with USB-C, is go hard. You know what I mean?
I don't. But my thing is, I'm very honest with Apple. I don't.
Not
really
many people are.
Innovation is what they're trying to do no more. Like they're like their focus is not innovation.
No,
their focus is
pigeonholing.
I was gonna say being more eco-friendly.
Yeah, but until they stop producing out of China, I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Oh well, that's a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm. But that's where your production lies. So kiss my ass. They did literally like almost 10 minutes.
Wait, where's Samsung?
In Korea. So not that Samsung's better. I'm not gonna.
I was just curious.
Oh no, that's a full Korean production setup. Which shout out
Where's
to
Google at? Japan?
I think Google's American.
Oh.
I think Google's 100% American.
Oh wow.
That's why nobody buys that shit. But don't get me wrong. And honestly, like if we're going,
are the Google phones decent though?
That's what I was gonna say. Hardware for hardware, Google is like honestly like just a little bit better than a lot of people. I put for my tier list, and it's gonna sound biased, but I feel like the OnePlus is always gonna be number one to me. OnePlus does a lot of innovation for phones.
OnePlus is who again?
OnePlus. They're on their own. Oh. They've been making their own phone for the last maybe 10 years, I think. I got one once, and goddamn was I so happy. That was the happiest I'd ever been on a phone. Because it was just like the current phones versus OnePlus was like, damn, in difference. Like I was able to do so much more shit with that phone. It wasn't even funny. So OnePlus is always going to be number one for me. They're just slowly dragging off because nobody's buying it really because they're a no-name product. And nobody ever uses it to its full capability. So they're just like, we'll just dumb it down. You good?
These motherfuckers are tasty.
Yeah, no, it's delicious.
I'm trying to see the percentage.
Should be on the front bottom. 44.5? Yeah, it's enough to give you a nice little kick. Sunny D and vodka. Get you a can.
Motherfuckers are tasty.
But no, OnePlus, Google, and then my Samsung, I would say, are my top three.
Google second.
Yeah, I think Google second, honestly. Because they do shit that's innovative. It's still innovative, but they also let you know that it's being done. That's why I always drop Samsung down, because they do a lot of innovative shit. And then they never tell me.
Somebody just said that in the video too.
Yeah.
Like that, like y'all gotta find the new shit in y'all settings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, that is a little.
But then
up.
when we get it,
It's fire.
It's
but
fucking
You
incredible.
didn't know it was there for like 11 months.
and mind you, sometimes I'll find shit that's been in our phones for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, we've been had this shit? Like, what the fuck?
They don't drop patch notes.
Not at all. Dude, when I had to tell people that we had like hardcore power save mode, where our battery will last like 2 weeks, yeah, it'll shut literally everything down.
Yeah.
But like when you're in a pinch, it'll last you a long ass time. Like I've been able to survive on like 10% battery for almost a whole day and still be able to receive phone calls, text, using internet, all of that shit.
Really, the real deal, like, breaker is how much I can get from my phone.
Right.
If I can't get a lot, then I'm gonna get that 15. If I get a lot of, which I don't think, because I do have very minimal scratches. Like I keep my phone in my case
Right.
a lot. If I can't get the full money, then I'll get the 15. But if I can, then I'll probably shoot for the Pro.
So you wouldn't go back to the 14. You're really sold on the USB-C.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for to upgrade.
Yeah, I get you. I just
And
would hate
it
for you to
is
go
that
into a
the-
slow version of
Yeah.
USB-C, that's all.
Yeah, true.
But I think what a lot of people are saying, which, again, as a tech head, it still hurts my heart to hear, but I get. It's a lot of people are like, well, I wouldn't have used this USB-C to its full capabilities either way. And I'm like,
That's true because I don't
you don't transfer anything, you don't use
transfer,
attachments.
I don't record.
Right. So.
I don't.
But it's just like, why have slow shit when you don't have to? Is what I'm saying. Like, why get less?
I mean, that's true. Why the fuck do they not? Why the fuck are the 15s and the Pro shipping with no brick?
Save money. That's stupid.
That's a dick move.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The shit just comes in with folding cord. That's a dick move, Apple.
They've been doing that shit for shit. Samsung does that now.
Really?
Yeah, we don't get bricks anymore.
What the fuck?
They have stopped.
Nigga, go get your own.
Go
brick,
get your
bring
own
your
brick.
own.
Bring your own brick,
God
bitch.
Damn, that's fucked up.
But in a sense, I have so many damn bricks. I don't need another brick, to be honest. I need no more bricks.
Not when shit is
But when
just
you're-
changing the
when they're
USB-C though.
switching you over, I can understand that.
Like right now, I only own one USB-C brick. That's why my phone and my watch are never charged at the same time because I only have one USB-C brick.
So sorry.
God damn.
I'm so sorry.
Like I have to buy another USB-C brick. And it's just
I would recommend the one that I bought. It's a bit excessive, but it's probably the best brick I have. It's a 4-port brick, 3 being USB-C, 1 being regular USB. And it alternates. It won't not alternates, but it divvies up the power that's needed to each port properly, which I
can
really
you
like.
use all ports concurrently?
Yes, but it will slow down like
Proportionally.
one
yeah.
of them. Like 2 of them will get slowed down versus 2. So like obviously like if your phone will take the biggest one.
I would only ever have 2.
Right. So no, if you're just using 2, it's great. I used it when we go on vacation, so I was able to charge both of our phones, a watch, and our Switch. No fucking problem.
Do you got a link you can send me?
Yeah, I'll send it over to you. Parker Burton, shout out to him. He's the one that showed it to me. Good shit on TikTok, YouTube. A lot of good information. He's not switching teams, but he's buying an Apple because he wants to roast it properly. Is pretty much what he typically does. But he is a Samsung user first, and that's how I learned a lot of shit about my Samsung phone.
How are you feeling about the claim about the gaming? I know you did touch on that for a little bit.
What?
The gaming on the Pro.
Oh, I touched on
You were
it.
saying that I know you were saying that you got like you.
I want to see it.
The phrase is I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, no, I need to.
but I feel
see
you.
it when I believe it.
I feel you though.
No, I don't believe it's true at all. I think it's some bullshit, but they're gonna. I know how Apple does. They'll say a thing and
then
then
want to get the Pro and then that be some bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
Because if I get the Pro, I'm gonna fucking use what's available.
Yeah, no, I believe
so
it.
I'm gonna try and game on that bitch.
And
if that shit is ass,
I'm gonna be mad for you. I'm gonna be mad for you because they flat out. I felt like they're bullshitting you somehow. Because again, the game's not even available on Switch.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm like, okay, if the Switch can't run it, how the fuck is your
but
phone
they are
running?
saying that the Pro is 8 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM.
I don't give a fuck.
That's
I don't give a
same as a
fuck.
computer these days.
Man, my phone's a 12 gig, so.
Sorry, Daddy. Shit on me hard. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, mine is 12 with 2 terabytes of storage. So just saying, I got a full computer on my shit. I think my computer has less storage than my phone.
Hey.
I had to drop in extra hard drives in my shit.
Also, my thing with storage. I feel like if I try to get the Pro, I'm gonna compromise on storage.
Yeah.
Because if I get the regular 15, I'm gonna go for the 256. I've had this 11 on 128 forever, and I'm just now like within a gig left.
Well, now you have USB-C, so you can actually stick a flash drive in your phone now and pull data off, like the rest of us have been able to do for a while. Because I've been doing that when my phone gets full. I have a flash drive. Just download. Welcome to the new world. They had flash drives for Lightning, and then Apple got pissed apparently because they're putting our cables on some other shit. I was like, that's fucking ridiculous. Did you see that price point for the dongle though? That shit had me rolling. $40 for a dongle to go from Lightning to USB-C.
That sounds like
some Apple shit.
I mean, that sounds like less than what I thought they would charge.
That's sad.
It's Apple.
That's sad. That's. I was trying to rock with y'all.
What the fuck? Do you not see what the price point of $1,200 for the Pro Max? Yes, I don't know. You probably run into a lot of Apple liars or Apple sheep.
I do.
I'm very fucking honest.
No.
My favorite fucking phone. Wow, goddamn, I can't remember what my number one favorite phone I've had was. But the one after that was the fucking Samsung Galaxy 7 Edge. Although I did get tired of the Edge after a while.
Everybody did. Everybody did. I still hate the Edge now because we still have the slight edge on my phone, and that shit because it makes mine a case impossible.
But yeah, it was some. I don't think it was Huawei. Huawei has some fucking good ass phones.
Killer phones, dude. My buddy had one of those, and that's when he taught me how to emulate games on phones, and that was back in like 2010.
Yeah.
And he had a full PSP running on his phone back then. I'm like, fuck.
Shout out to Huawei.
Huawei.
A lot of these
data,
Japanese fucking companies put out some fucking bangers because they know that motherfuckers ain't really gonna buy it like that, but they fucking load them shits.
Just saying. Mm-hmm. I just have to make sure they get their props because Huawei is also under multiple lawsuits for stealing data. Yeah. So don't buy a Huawei phone anymore because they will take all your shit. But the phone's, technologically speaking, very nice.
But yeah, no. I just want to. I've gotten like it's just little life shit on here that I really enjoy. Like I like reacting to fucking shits, reacting to messages.
We can do that too.
Now, I couldn't.
For 2 years we had it.
FaceTime, fucking just little life shit.
Yeah.
I'm probably tapped in. Like I'm like.
No, I get it.
Like.
I think what kills me is
like I need my bitches to get iPhones too. Like
yeah,
nigga,
that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. If you want to run,
I don't have no bitches. Let's stop that now. I don't have no
maybe
bitches.
there's a correlation.
Between iPhone and no bitches, damn, that's crazy.
Hey, bitches need a leader, and if you following just along with them, man, that's some feminine nature right there.
Niggas just called me a beta live on TV. Like, whoa, god damn.
Oh,
First of all, I'm a Sigma male, nigga.
You can be whatever version of a lie you want to be.
All of it's a lie.
I know.
The creators said it.
And that's why I keep telling them, like, the nigga who came up with it was like, I was fucking with you. In lamest terms. But,
I keep saying that about the creator for AI, but niggas don't listen to me.
I mean, the more I look into AI, the less I'm worried about it. I always told people that.
I'm just saying, if the nigga that created the shit is scared,
yeah,
I'm gonna be concerned.
You can be concerned, but then I also look at it. At the end of the day, you need somebody to push a button for AI to work, and a lot of these niggas can't push buttons. I've literally watched.
Right, but then they also fire a multitude of people, and then only need one nigga to push the button.
Yeah, I know, and then that one nigga will eventually not be good at it. What I'm saying is, be afraid, but for a different reason. I feel like AI is going to be the great reset that I've been asking for.
Unemployment line hit the same no matter what the reason is.
No,
brother.
but what I'm saying is it's going to be like the great reset that I've been kind of like hinting towards, where we're going to run towards AI, and then AI ain't going to do what we thought it was going to do, and then everybody's back to work right after. That's all I'm saying.
Till we hit the great reset, nigga, I'm in the Great Depression. Nah, actually, the last 2 months of 29, I was mentally down bad.
Right.
First month of 30, I'm pretty okay.
Good.
Mentally.
I'm glad. I'm honestly glad because, I mean, I always say it this way: the fear of death makes you act different. And I know I'm on my great decline, but my decline, I ain't falling off a cliff. I'm riding a wave like Tom Brady did. Put it that way. And I'm like, you know what? It ain't gotta be fucking it's over. Just know that I gotta fucking run to the finish too. I ran uphill. I'm running to the finish.
You are 30 and you're in your 30s,
Mm-hmm.
and niggas die at like you have at least 47 more years.
If I'm lucky.
At the minimum 47.
I won't say at the minimum. It's Nick. I know.
Niggas don't really.
All I'm saying is I known a few people to drop dead before me.
I mean, you're right.
So what I'm saying,
70 ain't even that old no more.
no, I'm not saying that either. But what I'm saying is a lot of people walk to the finish, and I'm finna run to my finish. I ran uphill. I'm gonna run downhill, man. I'm enjoying.
Nigga, that means you're gonna get there quick.
Hey, but I'm gonna get there with a pep in my step. This is what I'm saying. Like my fucking, I'm shit from 60 always. I'm driving 60. I don't give a fuck if it makes me get there faster or not. But I'm gonna enjoy where I end up at. That's all I'm saying. I'm not finna crawl and fear death. It's just gonna come. And as Macho Man once said, they're gonna have to earn me. Come catch these hands. Where was I gonna go? Oh, last thing on the Apple thing that I thought was funny, and I haven't even told Kelly yet either. The shit that I was roasting about the Apple Watches getting this feature, apparently we already had it.
Motherfuckers.
I did not know Samsung had that feature already.
I was watching the shit and I was like, damn, Shorty just threw up blood at her principal. That's crazy. I was like, but
niggas finna get in trouble for that shit or something.
I was also finna say, like, I'm pretty sure the touch response is not new to y'all.
No. So I didn't know we had it. Again, it's one of those features that we had.
But you also don't really use your watch like that.
I tried to. Because, again, I bought my watch for the watch. I cared less about the technical. Yeah. The technical was like, oh, well, that's nice. I could have just bought a $300 watch. I have purchased $300 regular-ass watches before. And I'm just like, shit, throw some tech in there. Fuck it. Why not? And I can customize it whenever I feel like it. New band whenever I feel like it. New watch face to match the style. Like, I'm going to just rotate that bitch, man. I finally got my Power Rangers theme to work on that bitch again. So now I get the little... the Ranger beep on that bitch. It took me a minute to get it, and I was like,
try and
fuck.
get that.
Yeah, you got to do it, man. And thankfully, the Power Ranger fandom is still going strong, because for a minute, these goddamn fucking Gen Zers thinking it was the Kim Possible theme. It's not the fucking same. I have no...
It wasn't just Gen Z.
It was a lot. It was a lot of Gen Z, is
like,
what I'm saying. And
motherfuckers...
subculture of millennials. The
I was
baby
going to say,
millennials.
like, it's motherfuckers not that younger than me was like, oh, Kim Possible?
Like, I don't know how many times you could sing a beat tune differently, but
It
it's
was some
different.
motherfuckers that didn't... It was... When I was working at the law firm, there was a guy who had his, like, text name was the Iron Man, the reactor sound.
Oh.
And motherfuckers was puzzled as to what that shit was. I'm like, are y'all serious?
Damn.
like, really? I niggas ain't never heard of a repulsor beam? Like, what the fuck is going on
That's
here?
crazy. Life is a nerd, my friend.
Yeah.
Life is a nerd. Jesus Christ. How are we looking on time? I'm sorry. All right.
Left?
No,
It's only
and
been 25.
it's been 25.
What the fuck? This episode felt like it zoomed by.
It has. Because we've been talking about a lot of random bullshit. All right, let me cut to early commercial because I'm gonna have to put the CJ takeover button on the second half.
Oh, shit.
All right, I'll catch you in a bit. Enjoy these commercials. Hopefully, you get a good one. Don't drink and drive. Welcome back. I hope I wasn't too early on that. I felt like I was too early on that. Welcome back, but welcome back to the Nonsense Podcast. I happen to be Bob. That still happens to be Henny. This still happens to be a podcast. You still happen to be watching the greatest show that you have ever seen. And if you don't believe that, go watch another podcast. I dare you. And then come back and then see if you laugh within the first 5 minutes.
That's true.
I tell a joke immediately. And a joke is showing you my face. So, I have to ramble on for a few minutes because I already did it once and I'm going to do it again. So take a sip. It's going to be a long second half. Final Fantasy is coming out.
No, I did not think we was going to go back to.
Oh no, we're going backwards. Because I keep getting this said to me because it hasn't really been shown. It's been kind of hinted towards that I'm a hardcore fan. Obviously, yeah. Apparently, the massive Final Fantasy collection wasn't enough,
or
the record.
Full Final Fantasy episode we did.
Apparently, it wasn't enough. So, and literally me buying the collector's edition on stream, which mind you is completely sold out, completely sold out. And no, I will not be selling my copy, even though I seen somebody listing on eBay, and I thought about it because somebody had their shit up for $1,300. Collector's edition was only $400. I'm talking profit, but I love it too much. I can't get rid of it. But yeah, apparently there's a question if I'm legit excited or how excited, or is it, false or excited?
Faux excitement?
Right. No, nigga, like I already called off. Like I actually already put in my I'm not finna be at work. And I was like, just so you know, I might have to adjust the time depending on if it gets delayed or if I get mine early. Because last time around, I got my shit early. Shit released on a Thursday, and they sent it to me on Tuesday. And you ever had a dilemma where I'm like, do I open this bitch now and get started even though I got to go to work tomorrow? Or do I just be like, no, I took the time out. Let me go ahead and wait and prepare I had a whole plan.
I have been in that position. Mm-hmm. I did crack it open early and then just bit the bullet on being tired at work the next day. I was like, yep, I'm just going to be sleepy. Yeah. And yeah.
So when it came to Final Fantasy, I cracked mine open early. I played the first chapter because the first chapter was the demo of the game, which I had already played. Yeah. And here's where the true fandom kicks in. I played the first chapter and chapter 2. Chapter 2 is you've played after
you was only supposed to play 1.
Right, but here's the reason. Here's the reason why I played chapter 2, because I was super involved with the process of Final Fantasy being remade. There was one content creator who I feel like is on the same level of passion that I am.
And you wanted to reached that point before you saw his video?
No, he had already talked about it.
Oh.
Because he went to Tokyo Game Show in Tokyo
Oh, yeah.
and was dealing with the creators of the game.
Also, imagine that life.
Yeah, no.
Imagine the niggas that got sent a plane ticket from Apple.
Yeah.
Like
Crazy.
that life.
No, that's
one
crazy.
day, hopefully.
No,
Shit.
if anything, if Square Enix, if you're looking for that guy who actually has a true passion for Final Fantasy, I'm that nigga. I'm sorry. There's no one who is more passionate about this shit than I am.
Yeah.
I just want you to remember that letter that you got for Final Fantasy 13 Part 3.
Yo.
That was me. That long ass email bitching up a storm about why Lightning is wearing a soldier uniform as a Milquetoast character. Mind you, the soldier uniform was very wrong and very inaccurate, and I had a problem with that. So I'm like, if you're gonna wear the uniform, wear that shit right. Don't fuck it up. Oh no, that was all me, baby. I'm that passionate guy. There's been a handful of guys that I understood that was passionate and deserved it. Hence, my guy Maximilian Dude. I love him with the passion. I love him so much and took credit to all of his information because he was leaking shit. Not leaking shit, but shit that he experienced with the creators and he was talking about it. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was out of his rabbit ass mind until I played the game my damn self. And that was the part. He talked about Chapter 2 and he was like, I'm going to sound like a madman and described what happened in Chapter 2. And I'm like, I just want to see because I want to see if he's truly out of his mind. Oh my God, was he described it 100% perfect. And I'm like, for this time around, that's how much I love him. I've unsubscribed from him. I got rid of him on Twitter. I've blocked his account. Not because I don't like him, because I don't want him talking about the game where I can hear it. I don't want him to discuss the shit. I don't want to accidentally stumble upon it. He's a fighting game content creator, mind you.
Yeah.
But his biggest passion.
He'd be on Twitch.
Yeah, no, he's great. But his biggest passion is Final Fantasy VII. And I had to stay away from him. I liked his fighting game content. I can't even watch that. Because he'll talk about fucking Final Fantasy somewhere in the mix. And I'm like, why did you say something? Then mind you, he called the title of the game before we even knew that it was going to be called Rebirth. And it was in casual conversation. He was like, well, if it were me, the only title that would work is Rebirth. And goddamn, when they announced it, he played the clip of him saying it fucking 6 months prior. And I'm just like, motherfucker, he knows too much. He knows things that I feel like he shouldn't know or something. So I just had to stay away from him, the Night Sky Princess, like a handful of but Maximilian Dude. I love him with a passion. I watch him so much. I was watching his daughter grow up and shit. I love him and his whole fucking family. I was watching his wife's content. They're a great family. Great family. But he knows too much. I can't watch the nigga. I can't watch him because he might say some shit that's going to ruin it for me. And goddamn it, that trailer. I have to do this because that trailer was... Did you see the trailer? Did you watch the trailer at all? It's fine. Because I'm going to tell you what happened in this motherfucking trailer. Damn near step by step. So, because I didn't really get into Friday's episode because I kind of wanted you to be here just to enjoy. Because you really haven't seen me fanboy out hard yet. This is where it kicks in. It's the little shit that they shown. First of all, was not expecting to see Cat Sith. I don't know if it's Kate or Cat Sith. I've always been calling him Cat my entire life. It's spelled C-A-I-T. I don't know why the I. Fuck it. It's Cat. And he's a goddamn cat. So Cat Sith was shown, was not expecting him to be shown, but he had to show up. It's part of the game. Was not expecting Vincent to show up whatsoever in the fucking trailer. They didn't show his face. I don't know why, but whatever. I'm glad he's in the game. He had to be in the game. Don't know why they didn't show Sid.
I have one simple question.
What's that? Go for it.
From this trailer, do you have more answers or questions?
I have much more questions. So many more questions.
I figured.
But I will get to the questions at the end because I was just so hyped. I've never been so hyped. Because mind you, Tokyo Game Show is next week. And Tokyo Game Show is where they really released a lot of information last time around.
Tokyo Game Show, can we please get some Tenkaichi 4? Something.
I think that's when they're going to talk about that. Yeah, they're definitely going to talk about Tenkaichi 4 at that point. But yeah, no, I was definitely not expecting to get that information at all last week, Friday. So showing the new characters, showing more of the combat, showing those team-up moves against all of those characters. Again, you finally played the DLC for...
Yeah.
And you were a big fan of the combo moves.
I actually really like Yuffie.
She is really great, and I'm glad that they were able to test it because they wanted to do it, apparently, always. But they just couldn't really get it to work right. And Yuffie was their chance to really test it because they could just lock it into 2 characters and just work on them. So having that system amongst everybody is so fucking pretty. seeing Yuffie like charge up Barrett's blast with like elements and shit before he shoots, seeing fucking Cloud, fucking throw a oop with Tifa off the sword type shit. Like, this shit is wild. It is fucking wild. I couldn't believe it. So I was already hyped about that. I'm glad that they showed a little more Costa del Sol, because that's one of my favorite areas in the game. That's when they take a small break.
Okay.
Because they're hunting Sephiroth down. They take a little vacation. It's a little resort town that they stop by.
Oh, cool.
And seeing Cloud in plain clothes was crazy to me. Because I'm just like, I knew it was because in the actual original game, they don't change clothes ever.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's going to be weird to see him at the beach in his full uniform.
Right.
So seeing him dressed down, it's just like, oh my God. Made me happy for no fucking reason. Just seeing plain clothes Cloud kind of relax a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's
Been
nice.
through a lot in the first game.
In the first game alone. So knowing that he's going to have his moment to chill, even though, for those of us who know, not the chillest moment even in that environment.
Ain't that when Shorty died?
No, she dies way later. No, they're just on vacation. They're all fine on vacation. They run into Hojo again.
She gonna die in this game. Like, is there gonna
So
be a
they
third
haven't
game?
showed it.
Is there gonna be a third game?
There is a third game, so it's already announced that it's a three-piece
okay.
game.
All right,
So
well, never mind.
I feel like she has to die now.
She has to die at the end of this one.
If they, depending on where they go, from what it looks like, is they immediately showed off Weapon, which was the thing I was saying with the giant kaijus. So they showed them off. That they get shown well after she's dead. So she should die damn near mid-game.
But no, I feel like timeline shenanigans, they're gonna show up early.
No, because it wouldn't make sense.
Oh.
It would make no sense based on how the story goes. Just when that happens, Cloud should be thoroughly sick and under complete control of Sephiroth. And a bunch of other shit happens that I don't want to spoil for everybody. But there's a lot of shit that happens where that's why they show the fuck up. Which, again, is still a perfect point, but Aerith should already be dead. The only reason why I don't think she's going to die is because of the last line of the trailer. And he says, Sephiroth says himself, this is where timelines converge. So my thought process of Zack Cloud is in one timeline, everybody else is in a different timeline following the origins of the story. And then at some point they're going to merge up towards the end. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't also seen, nobody else caught this because I watched that shit frame for frame. That's how serious I investigated this video. There was a frame and a shot where they were showing everybody fighting Sephiroth again, which really looked like the original, like they're telling the story. But they were also showing the plot ghosts, the fucking Dementors or whatever you call them.
The Dementors.
I call them the fans because that's what they really are. They're just the fans of the game. I don't think I explained that to you.
Yeah,
ever.
you did.
Okay.
You did.
But yeah, no, I call them the fans. But they show back up. So I'm just like, okay, was this just recapping? Or is this Sephiroth using them? Because technically he absorbed them. Everybody,
he had
for some
control
reason, they
over them.
killed him. And I'm like, no, we defeated the big ass one, but he absorbed all of them.
Yeah.
So he should be in direct control of
Defeating the big one is what dispersed them and allowed him to
absorb them. And for some reason, people forgot that part. So I'm like, no, he is in complete control of everything right now. So I'm not sure if it's him.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like with those powers, he can't fuck up the timeline to have them show up. To just have them where they showed up regardless in one time.
The weapons you're talking about?
They show up correctly in one timeline, and he just like pluck them.
So the thing is he's in no control over the weapons. The weapons are controlled by the planet.
Okay.
So the live stream and the planet are themselves control of the weapon. Weapons only show when the planet is in imminent danger, like there's a fucking problem.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only reason why they would show up. He would have no control over that.
Heard you.
Could they show up in Zack's timeline? Possibly. I don't know what they're going to do with that timeline at this point.
Yeah.
That clip, as short as it was, spelled a lot that I don't think everybody caught up with. Zack has a full conversation with Aerith's mother. Aerith is 100% dead in that timeline. She is nowhere to be found. So I think that shot that you seen in the trailer where everyone's dead and laid out is Zack's timeline. Everybody's dead in his timeline except for Cloud. Cloud apparently was never there.
Yeah.
So I think that's what that clip was.
Well, and him.
Right. So somehow Zack made it super late to Midgar, where the entire story of Final Fantasy happened without Cloud, or Zack being anywhere near what was going on. So he's just going to have to navigate, in a sense.
Hell. Shit.
I guess the best way to put it, because when he wakes up, because he also was experimented on, and there was a 5 to 7 year time lapse of him not knowing what the fuck's going on. Then he makes it back to Midgar. Now there's a technical 3 extra year jump from when he should have died to when he actually makes it inside of Midgar. So now time is super progressing away from him. Yeah. So I don't know how he's going to react to that, but all great shit. A lot of people have to remember that, granted, he has an issue with Shinra. He's still a Shinra employee. So I'm curious, does he go back into Shinra and tries to figure shit out? Is he just going to go off on his own?
I mean, he got clearance.
Yeah, but
Get in the building.
He's also deemed a threat 100%. Like, they're trying, Shinra's off, they're the reason why he's dead. Shinra offs him. But he does have friends in the Turks.
Yeah.
So does he go link up with the Turks, which would be phenomenal that we get to play with the Turks alongside of Zack. So that's also a thing that could happen. Again, more questions than answer. I have no idea where the fuck they're going with any of this shit, but it's going to be the greatest ride of all time. So yeah, I'm excited for Costa though, so seeing everybody dressed down. I'm super excited for Gold Saucer, which I told you about, which is a big amusement park. They showed off gameplay of the mini games. God damn it. The only thing they didn't show was Cloud playing basketball. That is a mini game that he can do. I would love to see Cloud hooping. I hope
in street clothes.
In street clothes, that'd be dope. I mean, granted, it was just like the little shooter, but if they hype everything up, like they've been hyping everything up, a fucking 1-on-1, fucking NBA ballers type shit with Cloud, I could cross a nigga up with Cloud. That'd be crazier than a motherfucker. I'm trying to hoop with Cloud, Square Enix. Just make it happen. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Please just add something in there hooping related for me. That would be sick. I was telling Kelly, because she was like, what's something that you're really looking forward to see in this new game? And it's nothing what anybody thought of. There's 2 moments in the original. So this is from my Final Fantasy like originalists who remember shit. There's 2 moments that should happen in this game that I'm super excited for. The trip between Costa del Sol and getting the Gold Saucer, we stopped by Mount Corel. Mount Corel is where Barrett runs to his old friends and family members. And they hate that nigga's guts. As soon as he walks into town, in the original game, he's like, stay back here, walks up to somebody he knows, and they immediately punch that nigga in the face. Like, he gets socked 5 minutes into walking into town.
Damn.
Like, niggas hate him. So I'm very interested because there's a whole, and I don't want to spoil it for you because I'm hoping you're going to play it. But there is a whole character arc for Barrett that you learn a lot about Barrett as soon as you get to this point of the game. So Barrett gets a great character moment in this part of the game. You get to see the origins of him losing his arm. You get to see where, what's up with Marlene. Like, the whole origin of all of that gets to come into play as soon as you get to that point. And I can't wait to see that because Barrett has slowly become one of my favorite characters of all time. So I'm super looking forward to that. Yeah. The second part that I'm looking forward to, especially with this timeline fuckery, as we know, Zack should be dead.
Yes.
Zack is dead in the original. They make it back to Zack's hometown. And in this part of the game, they should be rolling past Gongaga, which is where Zack grew up. They walk into and they meet his parents because they see Cloud in Shinra uniform, and they're like, "Oh, you're in Soldier. Have you heard whatever happened to my son Zack?"
Oh no!
And Tifa and Aerith are there with them. Tifa knows that there's something up with Cloud's memory,
and Aerith knows that she know a nigga named Zack.
She dated Zack.
Yeah.
So they both are immediately like, get Cloud out the way. We're going to go talk to the family and let them know what happened. Because Aerith knows what happened.
I'm sure that he has a fucking
anxiety attack where Sephiroth is either not allowing him to hear what happened because he kind of needs Cloud to still believe what's going on thoroughly and all of that shit. So I just personally want to see Zack's family again because you really don't see his family much. And I would like to see like a full, thorough conversation of, okay, we have to tell the parents that he's dead. How do they tell him? How much of the story do they tell him? How much do they reveal while Cloud's still almost in earshot?
Also, what do you mean he's dead? We just saw him, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Blah.
Do they know? Do they see the timeline skip? Do they know if there's something going on?
What do you mean? He was just here not too long ago. Like,
did the timeline merge somehow where they see? That would, all incredible answers that could be answered in that one scene. Yeah. Things that could just be spelled out and it would be fucking nuts.
Honestly, from playing the first game, I could see that happening and us not hearing a fucking thing. We are going to be Cloud as he has his anxiety attack while they're having this conversation, and not get any
information.
And then they serve all that to either the end of the game or game 3.
Which is fine. I got the 2-pass book over there. Make another 2-pass book where everything. I just want to know what was said to Zach's parents. That's all I want to know. Because again, I've also mentioned too, Zach was the character that I hated when he was shown for the first time, and I played Crisis Core, and goddamn it, did I not shed a tear when he died. I love Zach with a passion. I hate the new voice actor for Zach with a passion. It's not the same, but I do love Zach and his entire character base, and I don't want to be upset, but I do want to see the moment of his parents finding out that he's dead. It's a sad moment, but I want that closure for them almost.
Does Tifa know that he did? Does Aerith know that he's dead?
Aerith knows that.
They know,
so they don't know how he dies. Because Aerith was writing him letters for years. That's how they ended Crisis Core originally. Aerith would write letters, and they would go out on dates.
Crisis Core
is before. It's
Rebirth?
In a sense, because nothing would happen without Crisis. Crisis Core is a pivotal moment in the storyline. What happens with where things get jumbled up is the last scene, where Zack is supposed to die, and he doesn't die.
So this timeline, Tifa and Aerith do know Zack.
They do know that Zack exists. Zack does exist. It's not that he doesn't exist. He should just be dead.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas in Zack's timeline, the moment where he dies, he lives instead.
And
everybody else is dead somehow. Mostly because Cloud wasn't there.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. I love everybody else, but you need Cloud. Yeah. Sorry. That's why you got your ass whooped.
Barrett couldn't do it. Barrett couldn't carry.
Sorry. No, Barrett can't carry. Barrett cannot carry without Cloud. You need Cloud. I'm sorry. Yeah. You need that big dumbass sword. Oh man, I would like to see. In a weird sense, there should be DLC of playing some of the pivotal points in that story with Cloud not being there. Because I would like to see, how did they get through the first bombing mission without Cloud? How did they get through the second bombing mission without Cloud beating the giant airbuster?
That sounds like an entirely new trilogy of games or like mods.
But I'm curious, like, how did they even meet up with Aerith at all?
They died.
But what I'm saying is they made it that far to the end together. So how did they even link up? Because they only linked up because Cloud was with Aerith looking for Tifa, trying to get back to Sector 7.
That means Barrett looking for Tifa on his own.
Maybe. Did Barrett fall out in the fight? Or did neither of them fall out? Did they even make it to the fight? Did they even blow up the fucking second reactor? I have no idea.
How did they get to that flower patch?
Something had to have happened. Was there another character in its place? Did somebody else join the team? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's questions to be answered, and I would like to know. Other than they died, Zack's alive.
Why did Tifa go to that place in the first place?
Go to
where we had to look for her.
Oh, because she was trying to figure out about Don Cornell. That was explained in Yuffie's DLC. So she was looking for Don Corneo's men because they were because there was rumors of him and something happening with Sector 7. So she was like, I'm going to go investigate on my own and find out what's going on. And then that's when she took off on her own and then went to Sector 5 slums. To investigate on her own.
I could see.
So she might do that, but that's still.
I could see Barrett going to look for her on his own. I just don't see him being successful.
Exactly. Other than going in.
I don't look for him being successful in that endeavor.
So what would have happened is he might have just went in guns blazing to go save her. So then that means, which would help a little bit because that means they're both away from Sector 7 during the collapse. Because he would have went in guns blazing, got no answers.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't have known Sector 7 collapses until well after. Mm-hmm. So that would have kept them safe. Definitely confirmed that Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge are all dead. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of things that can be shown that I'm just curious.
What if they end up at the flower patch together?
But again, how do they even get there?
I don't remember how Cloud got to the flower patch. He fell.
So they were fighting the airbuster. It blew up and he fell through.
Oh, yeah.
Which, again, ain't nobody else surviving that fall other than Cloud, more than likely. So does somebody else fall through?
I got shenanigans on how Barrett could survive.
I mean, he's a big motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, he could survive with shenanigans. Like,
right.
Maybe regains consciousness, blast the ground to stop propulsion, maybe.
I mean,
Not stop propulsion, but
I know what you mean. Slow as fall.
Descent.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like some shenanigans. But again, shenanigans I would love to see, is all I'm saying. So something that could be made, I would like to see. I'm still curious if Zach is going to have playable gameplay, because they still haven't shown that at all. So we don't know if Zach's end of the story.
What if that nigga nice?
I mean,
but you only get like one mission with him.
Who knows? I mean, I played all the Crisis Core, so he is an actual first class soldier. He has skill. He's got serious skill. I'm just curious. How? Like, are they going to show it? How much are they going to show? How are they going to implement his fighting style? Because it's not the same in Crisis Core as it is to Remake, but it's similar. Yeah. Hopefully he still gets his special move where he throws hands, because I still love that he learned that from NGO. NGO was his mentor. There's so much lore is what I'm saying. And you motherfuckers got the nerve to question me if I'm real? Look at this conversation is all I'm saying. But yeah, no, I have more questions than answers. A lot of great shit that I'm excited to see. But in the same sense, as of this moment, 164 days until the game gets released. I don't know how many minutes and seconds offhand. But 164 days, I've gotten all the information I've needed. I don't need anything else. I'm returning, just like I did last time, to Zero Dark 30. No more Final Fantasy news. I'm unsubscribing from everybody who talks about Final Fantasy. I'm turning off my phone at certain points of the day. I don't want to hear shit. Don't tell me. Don't tweet me. Don't talk to me about it. I don't care anymore. February 29th is when I'll find about everything. I'll learn everything I need to know. I got my collector's edition. Only thing I need to know about between now and then is if the PS5 gets a Final Fantasy fucking plate. If y'all niggas know about that, let me know so I can get my copy, is all I'm saying.
I would almost be shocked if it didn't at this point. Like, this is the next big game after Spider-Man.
After Spider-Man, so... And every other console got something Final Fantasy related. Even the PS3 had its own fucking Final Fantasy related fucking PS3, which I still want myself. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I need to know at this point. Is there any more collector shit I can buy? Is there any more records or CDs? And anything I need to buy is all I need to know. Don't tell me shit else about the story. I don't need to see another goddamn trailer. I don't need to see shit.
Mad trailers. Not mad trailers. Get at least 2 more.
There's going to definitely be 2 more. But here's the reason why I don't want any more. It's because the same thing happened last time. They released one more trailer.
More questions.
No. The last time, it definitely gave me more questions. But they exposed a plot point that I didn't know about. So the moment where Barry gets stabbed by Sephiroth and supposedly dies, and we were all like freaking the fuck out, the hardcore fans were like, that doesn't happen. That shouldn't happen. He shouldn't get hurt at all at this point. So when I see it in the trailer, I'm like, wait, why the fuck is Barry getting killed? And I lost my shit. And I would have rather not seen it and seen it in the moment going, holy shit, what's going on? You know what I mean? That's a big plot point, and now I understand it. Sephiroth was only testing to make sure things happen the way they were supposed to. How much are the plot ghosts going to affect the timeline if I outright murder this nigga? And that's what he was doing. And that's when we really understood the purpose of the plot ghost.
Like, because he knew they were going to fix it.
Exactly. He knew that either they would fix it or stop him.
They were either going to fix it, stop him, or weren't powerful enough to. And at that point, good. If y'all are not powerful enough to fix this, then I've already won.
He's already won. So he's like, I already have the prior knowledge, and now I know you can't stop everything. Yeah. So now it's just working around the system. But once he realized, oh, you can stop, you can even cheat an obvious death. Good. My plans will work perfectly. That's why I'm like, I'm terrified of sentient Sephiroth. This shit is terrifying to know how much he knows. He knows too much, and now I'm curious, how far is he going to go? Because is he just tapping into knowledge of the base game? Is he obviously he's tapping into full knowledge of the timeline. So how far forward in the timeline is he going? We already seen Deep Ground, and Deep Ground's not a thing until after the movie, after the game, after another game. Oh. So Deep Ground should never even have been shown. You should not see any of those Deep Ground niggas, and if for some reason he's allowing it, you know what I mean? So how much does he know?
You mean like White? You mean Whis?
Whis and the other guy. They weren't supposed to be shown at all.
That's what I'm saying.
They should have no
if they
presence
fucking
whatsoever.
Whis and the other nigga the weapons.
Right. Is he going to find a way to control all of it? Is he going to dictate any of it? If he can, I have no idea. I have no idea.
That means
is he gonna
I'm
bring?
looking forward to Cloud versus Weiss. I hope that happens in the game.
It would be crazy. Well, I mean, you could have if you played the DLC properly. Yeah, you should try it. Try it. Try it out.
In canon, I want to see an in canon class.
Fight. Yeah, no. Well, technically, maybe we'll see. I don't want to spoil anything else, but maybe it's possible. I'm not saying it's not. All things are possible. But now I'm curious: is he going to tap into the movies now? Because we've already seen Deep Ground, which is after the movies. Is he going to try? For those who know, I know you have no idea, but is he going to try his whole geostigma thing, where he's trying to pollute the planet, get everybody sick, create clones of Sephiroth, which he attempted to do at some point? Is that a thing he might do? Will he pull Kadaj and those guys ahead of time and say, "Well, you guys are still skilled fighters. Should we try and do that?" Is he going to come after Vincent early? Because Vincent is part of a lot of the reason why things are happening the way they happen, for those who don't know. There's so many things he can tamper with that makes big differences, and I don't know how far he's going to allow things to get tampered with. Is it just down to him not killing Aerith? Because that would affect everything. If Aerith stays alive, which would be a weird plot point, it would...
I mean... To me, that would just be another test.
But the thing is,
the first test was, can you fix a death I commit?
Right.
The next test is, can you fix a kill I did not commit?
Well, that's the thing. He's already in control now, so they won't act out of his purview. So now it's just he's sentient enough. He knows that killing Aerith probably was a mistake. So if he just doesn't, and Aerith stays alive, now there's no one within the planet.
Can he keep her alive and just remove her?
Possibly. There is a possibility for that. But in all honesty...
Yeah, send that bitch to Zach's timeline.
But the thing is he doesn't have to. As long as she's alive, she's not a hindrance.
Yeah.
But the problem is she's also sentient of the situation, which a lot of people didn't really tap into. She knows the timeline's off.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I did know that she knows that something's wrong.
Something's wrong. She understands that there is a timeline paradoxical shift of how things are acting, and she's like, she might be the catalyst
because she's, from what I played, she's ready to die.
Right.
This bitch is ready to go.
She understands what she needs to do. So is it that she will make sure she dies, or will she try to find a new way to be useful?
Find a way to body herself.
But will it work the same way?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? So there's so many more questions that I have that I don't know the answers to.
I wonder if Sephiroth knows if she bodies herself, it won't work.
That's possible. That's very possible. I don't know. Again, the biggest thing that I thought of, and I thought of this recently, is what if all of this isn't even his first attempt?
Yeah.
A lot of people are thinking this is the first attempt.
Mulligans, and I'm on try 35.
So he's like, this is not my first time. I've already planned all of this shit out thoroughly. Yeah. This is the chance that I have to do everything the perfect way now. I know.
Fucking Doctor Strange.
Just saying. On the real, it's a possibility that this motherfucker has already done all of this shit. He's learned from all the mistakes 6 times over, and now he's like, this is the one. We're playing the last iteration of all of it. I just don't fucking know anymore. And it's, again, the way I said it immediately when I finished the game, for a game that I've played and absorbed my entire life, I've never been this confused about before. From books to movies to other video games, spin-off video games, I'm still confused, and I'm enjoying the fact that I have no idea. And I think...
Welcome to One Piece.
But
we don't know what the fuck is waiting for niggas at the end.
True. But my thing is...
we gonna see.
Right. But I guess it's more so, I've seen the end. I've seen what should be the end.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was expecting a retelling, and I'm not getting that. So it's just like, this is great. For those of you who are on the fence, because there's a lot of Final Fantasy fans...
I'm sure.
And purists that are like, I'm not playing this shit. And I'm like,
sure.
Play it. You won't regret it. A lot of people are like, it's very Kingdom Heartsy. Yes, but it's the good part of Kingdom Hearts.
There originally was a crossover, though.
Yes, but people are upset about is the way
They
the story.
wanted Final Fantasy to go over there, not Kingdom Hearts to come over here.
Exactly, and a lot of the things that no one likes about Kingdom Hearts are slowly creeping this way.
A lot of the cute shit.
Not even the cute shit. It's the story. Let's be realistic.
Convoluted.
It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. Convoluted, my ass. Kingdom Hearts. You can't explain Kingdom Hearts plot without just saying the power of friendship at least 6 times through it.
I don't know. I just want a console game going through the actual war. Let me fight.
Good luck.
Let me be on the front lines.
Yeah, you won't. You should have played the mobile game. And the best part about the mobile game is it's gone.
Yeah.
You didn't play it? Too damn bad. Now it's too late. Yeah. Get fucked. And I hate that about all of Kingdom Hearts. The fact that it's a 3-game trilogy, but you got to play 22 games to half-ass not understand.
I realized that Kingdom Hearts was not going to be my fandom when the motherfuckers came out with 1 points. Motherfucker.
Oh, the 1 points are not that bad.
1.5, 2.8.
That's just
2.8 final mix. Booty clapper edition. What the fuck is going on here? Stop it.
Okay, so that's different. That's different.
My favorite one is not even inside the trilogy. My favorite one is the fucking DS game. Days.
That was on. No, it's
That's
on
my
there.
favorite fucking game.
It's on there.
All of that shit.
But it's only the cutscenes on there. Oh. So you can watch the game. You just can't play it.
No.
Apparently they didn't have the rights to maneuver it or some shit like that, so they can only show the cutscenes. I don't know. It's
nigga, Roxas over Sora.
So hey, here's a little bit of Kingdom Hearts bullshit. I still don't understand Roxas, and I played all the games.
No, I don't either.
Because somebody was like, well,
he's a nobody.
But to Sora.
Yeah.
But who the fuck is Ventus? Because I don't think you even know who Ventus is, do you?
Yeah.
So then who the fuck is Ventus? Tell me who the fuck is. He looks exactly like Roxas.
Sora was reincarnation of a nigga that didn't die. I don't know. Bro. What the fuck? I'm not the one that's gonna fall on the sword for Kingdom Hearts.
Like I said, the power of friendship. That's all I can get out of it. Because when they had the big fight,
but if I'm just to show y'all, I'm on this side. If we go in trios, nigga, Ventus, Aqua, and Terra is shitting on Sora, fucking Riku, and
really,
I love Riku. Riku is my favorite out of the 3. Though. Yeah, Dark Riku, when that motherfucker had the outfit in 3 and was just whooping ass, and then just said, "All right, I'm tired of whooping ass. I'm gonna help y'all whoop ass." No.
But Kyrie definitely came in her own. I like that Axel so much better as a Keyblade wielder.
Yeah.
And that's like your second favorite character, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad about Axel getting a face turn.
Yeah, that was decent. Did they ever show his actual non-nobody or like whatever you call the non-nobody?
I don't think so.
Is that no? They were showing like everybody's like regular character at some point.
I actually think
I don't know. The story makes no damn sense anymore to me. Yeah, you're gonna go down a rabbit hole you're never gonna come out of. Like I said, I played the fucking games and I still don't know who the fuck he is.
Okay.
All it says is Ventus is before Sora. He's a Keyblade wielder.
Yes. So Ventus and Sora actually have no fucking correlation to each other.
So then why does Ventus look exactly like Roxas?
Because at the end of Birth by Sleep, Sora joined his heart with Ventus. So technically,
I thought he joined it with Roxas.
No, Roxas is his nobody. But so Sora had 2 hearts. And Roxas was the nobody of Ventus's heart. Because Ventus was in that coma thing.
So he's not Sora's nobody.
He
he's
is
Ventus.
because he came from Sora. But it was Ventus's heart. So he is tied to both of them. There was 2 people inside of Sora at one point. Ventus.
Right.
In 3, Ventus gets his body back. Yes.
What?
So he
Hold on, you can't just add 2 new niggas to a
Zigbar and
3-piece
Xenon
conversation.
are 13, or organization 13 members. That's it.
Who are them?
Zigbar and Xenon.
I didn't play
just,
all of
They're
the.
just 13 members. They're just cloaked niggas.
Oh shit!
But yeah, after a while, because they know the importance of Sora, they did try to copy his nobody. There was also a digital copy of Kyrie. It's a lot. It's a lot.
You remember Good Burger?
It's a
When
lot.
his brain just start going.
Honestly,
I'm just like,
it does feel like Kingdom
Feels
Hearts
like-
is a lot more complicated than Final Fantasy.
oh no, it's a lot more.
And which is fucked up when Final Fantasy came first.
All I'm saying is Final Fantasy. Granted, it's a convoluted story, but if you take, here's the difference. If you take one extra part of the story away, at least right here, everything makes sense. Then when you add another one, you're like, okay, wait, how does this match up here? And then I can explain it. And then I can just keep going down the timeline. Every time
I'm
somebody,
not the right person because I didn't play a lot of these games.
I played enough of them, and the more I played, the more I didn't give a shit. I stopped giving a shit because I couldn't keep up anymore. As soon as nobody could explain to me where, and again, even though you just explained to me, my brain still hurts.
I mean, okay, so in the game Birth by Sleep, think of Sora as Yugi completing the puzzle. There's 2 hearts or souls inhabiting the body.
How? How did it get there is what I'm saying.
By playing Birth by Sleep. I didn't play the game, but he went on a mission.
Is that the one where he goes into that fucking weird castle? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then that blonde hair chick threw him in
I believe so.
right. So then that's when they put a new heart into Sora.
Yes.
Why?
I think they took. Oh yeah, they made Sora heartless. I forgot about that. They took his heart out.
But that was in the first game, where he becomes a heartless.
Yes.
And then that was the moment that created Ventus.
No, Ventus was.
I mean, not Ventus. Roxas, because he turned into a heartless, and his heart was split or some shit. And I remember that much. They got explained. What I'm saying is, how did Ventus get into Sora?
Ventus also had his heart removed. Ventus was in a coma. Ventus was in a coma. Terra got kidnapped, and I think Aqua got just captured.
She was in the underworld or some shit like that.
But Terra was full out being used, and they put Ventus in a coma by taking his heart out, and then that heart went into Sora.
When is what I'm saying. How did the heart? What I'm saying is, how did heart get from him to Sora?
Those 3 games are a different game. Like I didn't play the Aqua Ventus Terra game.
I played one of them, and then I realized you had to play each character separately, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
You had to play the game 3 times?
You had to play the game 3 times to get all 3 pieces of story, and I was like, you can kiss my ass.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, no, that was the biggest pass on a thing that I've ever had in my life.
No.
Go ahead, Kev. I'm sorry.
It doesn't say what game it is, but it says that there was a battle between Ventus and
Xehanort?
Look, so you can't even say half of this.
Ventus.
Oh, okay,
Ventus
that's
and
right, because
Ventus.
Vanitas is his heartless or some shit, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vanitas.
it's like
I
a
forgot
whole
about
paragraph
Vanitas.
here.
Right, that's when I got confused, because that's when I was like, okay, so how does Ventus have his own nobody as well?
So they were in a fight, and then
it should not be easier to
I
explain.
know that's crazy. So
It should not be
Ventus-
easier to explain timeline shenanigans in a fucking reboot. That should not be easier to
And
explain.
you can't tell me the actual story of Kingdom Hearts. That's all I'm saying.
So Ventus lost his heart in that battle, and then Ventus' heart found his way to young Sora. And
So it was just some believing in the heart of the cards
Ventus was
bullshit.
before Sora, and then his heart passes into Sora's body.
By no actual means. So hearts just be floating.
They just go everywhere.
Ain't that a bitch? Get the fuck out of here. That didn't help me at all.
What?
It dead ass says Ventus' heart finds its way.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, no. Okay, so
So then now
technically that is explainable because there's a whole possible Sora chosen one thing within Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, but the hearts don't float. Is what the fuck I'm saying, nigga.
You'll float too. But look, bro.
That's all I'm saying. And then now
Swords open keyholes in the sky, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, but again, I get the magical item. What I'm saying is a physical heart or his spirit or whatever.
Yeah, soul, spirit.
So souls just be floating in this bitch.
Hearts are equate to soul in this.
Okay. Yeah, see, I'm gonna stick with Yu-Gi.
Soul wandering.
But it wandered to a body where they could rip it back out.
It just
put
seems
back in
like
They didn't rip it out.
No.
So then how do you go back into his body?
Because at the end of 3, there is a moment with Sora, Roxas, and
right,
Ventus
I remember that.
But
how did
his heart? I think he used the Kingdom Key.
So he just pulled the soul back out of his body and then was like, go back.
I think it went to Ventus.
Okay.
I haven't played 3 in about 2 years. So.
Yeah, I played it maybe a year after it came out because that shit was $20. And I'm like, for $20, I'll see how this shit ends.
You know, maybe I could do that for you too. Play through Kingdom Hearts 3 again. I don't remember shit.
I was gonna say, don't do that. Don't do that. Because you're gonna be like me now. You're just gonna have a lot more questions than answers if you don't know everything else.
No, I don't.
But
It's only one question, and nobody knows the answer. I really don't even know if anybody gives a fuck. It's when the Kingdom Hearts 4, and I don't think anybody knows. And I think motherfuckers will stop asking. Kinda.
I do remember that.
Kinda.
But that's how I remember it. It was like, I think she's dead.
She comes back.
Right, she comes back in the DLC.
Yeah, no. Not even just in the DLC. Like, closing credits, she comes back.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
I turned that shit off so damn fast.
Yeah, no.
Because that was hands down the worst, like, cap off of a game I've ever experienced in my life.
Was that when they was on the beach? That might have been when him, Axel, Riku, and Mickey was on the beach.
And then she just walks up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember something like that.
struck her down in cold blood
Yeah.
and provoked Sora, Riku, and King Mickey into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's stupid. Everything about the last of Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 2 was goated because it still almost made sense, but it was getting confusing. But after that, man, Kingdom Hearts took a nosedive. That shit should have stayed in the PS2 and should have never seen the light of day ever again.
I mean, maybe y'all shouldn't choose the third game to add a big dimensional war to the lore.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just me. I don't remember them saying shit about the Great Keyblade War in 1 or 2.
They mentioned it in 2. But it was very, like, blasé. You know what I mean? You know what they did? They mentioned the Kingdom Wars like they did the Clone Wars in Episode 4.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Honestly, if you want to completely, like, tie in 2 series together, there's more similarities with fucking Star Wars and the Kingdom Hearts.
But Star Wars
makes sense,
owned
though.
by Disney, so we might get a Star Wars world.
I've been asking, and they
I've been waiting for a fucking Marvel world. Nigga, send me to go hang with Tony.
Good luck. But here's the thing that I wanted to say, and this is why there was a big
Them
scare.
bitches send me to Pirates of the Caribbean one more motherfucking
Although
time.
Pirates of the Caribbean in 3 was actually pretty decent.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie.
But it still made my ass itch remembering the other fucking underworld, the other underwater stage.
True. But no.
Fuck Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Okay.
With a passion. No, the reason I was saying that there's an issue with Kingdom Hearts related to Final Fantasy VII is because one of the writers for Kingdom Hearts is not writing for Final Fantasy VII Remake. And we all took a collective, like, fuck.
Do you know which one?
The main writer.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we all said.
Well, hold on. The main writer might really only be in charge of, like, crossovers.
No.
Oh.
No. He's the one that wrote all the bullshit. Oh. And he's in charge. The first remake was headed by the guy who made original Final Fantasy. And he was like, I've written a blueprint. I've given you everything you need. You can now take over. And we're just like, don't fucking do that. Like, just stick around for, quality control or some shit, nigga. Damn. Just to make sure he don't start adding keys and harder cards.
Keep you on speed dial.
That's all I'm saying. I'm happy with that.
Don't change your number, please.
So it's like just stick around, just in case. So far, like as I said,
can we keep your company email active?
I know. No, I would like the nigga to be in the room every day. He ain't got to do shit. Retirement. No. You ain't got to do nothing, but just be there, just so the other nigga knows. Like as soon as you fuck up, he already here. Like he can have his job back immediately. He is already here. He's just sitting and waiting for you to fuck up. That's all I need him there for. I just need him sitting in a room twiddling his thumbs. Like, go ahead, put a goddamn key in there somewhere. I don't even want a key in this goddamn game. You know, I'm telling you, that's how much I flipped the fuck out when old boy, I can't remember his name, but he had the pendant in the pouch and he was running off in a remake.
Oh.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Oh. Yeah.
But it gave me some weird Kingdom Hearts vibes. And if it wasn't for the fact that I read a book.
Motherfucking fetch quest shit, yeah.
But if it wasn't for me reading the book and knowing his character, if I had not known his character, I would have been like, fuck, this is some Kingdom Hearts bullshit to add to this goddamn game. Get him out of here now. But it's okay. It's okay still. I wasn't fond of Kyrie when they introduced her, because I'm like, that's real close to Kyrie, and I need all of that shit the fuck away from my game.
I felt like I might not be alone in this. I feel like I was the only nigga that like got lost a couple times in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like on the map, don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Oh no, I got lost immediately in Hercules. Hercules, I got lost.
I was in fucking Frozen, walking around like, where do I go, nigga?
Yeah. They're fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, how we're looking on time? I know we're way over there. Oh, not as bad as I thought. But no, thank you for sticking around for this second half of the episode where I talk my fandom of Final Fantasy. The big thing is that I would like to also mention, I'm going to attempt. But I have a friend of the show, in a sense, who's making me Barrett's Gatling gun. So maybe I get to do a cosplay of that. I wasn't expecting to, but
that's cool.
It's dope that somebody wanted to make something for me, so I'm super happy about that. But my plans was to attempt to get into soldier shape is what I'm going to call it. I'm really trying hard to get back into some actual decent shape. So I'm going to try my damnedest to work out and get into better shape as soldiers would. Minus the Mako fucking addition into my bloodstream. I would like to not do that. I don't want to pump fossil fuels into my fucking bloodstream pretty much. But I would like to try my damnedest to get into shape so I can actually do... A lot of people say, like, you shouldn't think of that way, but I don't want to disrespect either of my two favorite video game characters and try and do a cosplay that I know I'm not going to do justice to. But I will just dress up as a soldier operative in general. Same uniform. I even said it myself, and Kelly thought it was funny, but it's a good goal for me. I will only dress up as soldier second class until I earn soldier first class. I will have requirements for myself before I can ever dress as a soldier first class.
Well, you can probably get away with Barrett now.
No, that's what I said. I'm gonna do Barrett sooner than later, depending on how the Gatling gun gets done. But soldier first class, I'm 100% getting into better shape. Soldier shape is what I said because I'm a stickler, and there wasn't many big niggas in soldiers. Wasn't many niggas in soldier in general, but that's neither here nor there. But I want to get in soldier shape, so I will dress up as second class soldier. Hopefully, I get into decent. I got 164 days. I can get in some pretty decent shape to at least be second class soldier, just second class, and then hopefully I get into better shape to earn my first class status.
Yeah.
So that'd be dope. And for those of you who are asking, because I asked myself, and I was even talking to Kelly, I was like, the rules are that soldiers have to dress in exact uniform up until first class. Once you make it to first class, you can now either purchase or use your own weapon that you choose, and you can customize your uniform. Hence why Sephiroth has the long jacket. That's part of his first class uniform. He chose that himself. Prior to that, he had to dress up like everybody the fuck else. For other soldiers, Genesis had a red jacket instead of a black one. Used a red sword, which was really nice. And Jill kept his original uniform, but obtained the Buster Sword from his family. That is where the Buster Sword came from, was in Jill. Passed down to Zack, then passed down to Cloud. Which, for those who haven't played Crisis Core, I will leave you with a line that I love from Crisis Core immensely. Zack always seen Angeal with the Buster Sword, and Angeal refused to use it because it was a family heirloom, the way he explained it. And his line was, use brings wear, tear, and rust. And that's a real tragedy. So he would never use it. The man was all hands. He would beat the shit out of you before he used the sword. The only time he actually used the sword was when he used Zack's broken sword to save Zack before he got murdered. Mm-hmm. And he used the hilt of the Buster Sword once to block Sephiroth's blade. It's the only time I've ever seen a nigga grab it. So, shout out to Angeal. I love that man. But yeah, he's the only one that kept his soldier uniform. I don't know. If Bob was to make it to first class soldier, I don't know what customizations I would make to my own uniform or what weapon I would choose to use. But I probably wouldn't change the uniform. I keep it OG. I'm a company man. So I'm gonna ask you this because Kelly gave me an answer, and I'm curious because I know you don't know a lot of the lore of Final Fantasy. But for those at home who give a shit, if you were to be dropped in a world of your choosing, of video game, anime, or anything like that, in real world sense, in actual practical sense, not being a main character, where do you think you would end up? Or where would you want to be? Just to live out the daily life in a fantasy world.
So, I don't know if some people might call this, I don't know, self-depreciation. I don't really have main character syndrome.
No, I definitely do.
I really don't think that I would be like a chosen one.
No.
I don't think I would be...
So no,
I wouldn't be fucking Digi-destined. I wouldn't be a Power Ranger. I don't think I'd get chosen as that shit.
So this should make the question super easy for you then. Plop yourself in a world, non-main character. You just living your life. Again, you're functioning within the world system though. So if there's some place you would work your way up to type shit or something like that, that's fine too.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Really? Just living the life playing card games?
Like I could bang it out with a lot of the niggas. And then at least I can work myself up to be a better duelist and then a tournament player and then a tournament winner.
True. But
and then the world still ends up in danger, and that way I feel like I have a better chance of being in a position of being a contributing force.
Right. I think what I would be terrified of is because, again, I've really focused on early Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not risking my soul in a duel against Yu-Gi. That nigga was ripping niggas' souls out.
That's true.
In the first half of the fucking show.
That's very true.
Over a card game. That nigga was ruthless.
That's very true, and honestly, still a very real possibility. But I don't know.
You like, I can hang?
I've resigned to that, and
that's cool though.
Hope the niggas wish me back. If I do, I hope. I'm just saying,
if I was there, man, I'm not qualified enough in my skills. If you stuck in a VHS, nigga, you stuck in that VHS. I'll play you every day. I got your back, man. You gonna get your TV time. But if you talking about go up against Pegasus and them, I'm not. It was nice knowing you.
Cause I don't want to be in Dragon Ball. The fucking world gets blown up every other weekend.
On every other weekend. So no, absolutely
fucking, I don't want to be in One Piece because I could just be a random villager. I don't want to be in Naruto. I could just be a random villager.
But you also could be a ninja though. There's a lot of ninjas.
Possibly. And then fucking a ninja on a mission and I run into Naruto and get fucking scraped.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also true.
They have a lot of regular
level ass niggas.
Fucking crab in a barrel ass ninjas. So
yeah. And that shit's like birthplace. So you could just be born in the wrong place.
You could be born a new Uchiha and then get murdered.
Right.
Or you could be born a nobody, grow up to be a nobody, your kids grow up to be nobodies, and then you just live a comfortable life as a regular nigga in this village at that point.
Yeah.
And they had Madara and war and
murder. So yeah, you ain't really lasting too long in there.
Don't want to choose Bleach.
Oh, absolutely not. No, Bleach is the worst choice.
Fucking...
That's the hands down worst choice.
Maybe Pokemon?
Pokemon is a good solid choice.
Pokemon also has some world-threatening events.
Yeah, but it's not as
Far
often.
few between.
Right. It's not as often.
If you're living as a normal person, though, you're not near all that stuff, though. You're
if the world is destroyed, you own it.
Yeah.
You own that bitch.
But it ain't happened yet, so you good.
Yeah.
So you good. You good. Unless you was born in ancient Pokemon times.
The fucking slice of life anime fans are screaming at us right now. Fruits basket.
For what? So I could be literally a regular ass nigga.
Food wars.
Absolutely. I do not want to be nowhere near Food Wars. I've said this most. I don't want to eat shit that my clothes fall off every time I take. No, I'm good, nigga.
Oh, no.
Them niggas be busting
That shit is
over a sandwich. Like, nigga, I'm cool.
But imagine the flavors that went into that.
I believe it. But nigga, sometimes I just be want to eat a sandwich. I'm on the go sometimes in my life. I'd be mad as hell if I eat a delicious sandwich on the way to work and my clothes rip the fuck off in the middle of traffic. Nigga, I'm good.
I don't want to be anywhere near Fruit Basket. There's a whole bunch of drama. Even if you're not in it, like, you're near it.
You're near that shit. That's crazy. That's wild to the motherfucker.
That's a whole bunch of family drama that's all up in there.
Hell no. I'm clean and good on that one. So I answered what people thought I was gonna answer, and I'd be like, if I'm sticking video game, it more than likely would be Final Fantasy X, which is just as world threatening and dangerous. But all you gotta do is stay in Spira. Spira was safe always, and they had sports. Think I'm not finna kick it in a sports town? Are you out of your rabbit ass mind? I'm gonna sit there and watch Blitzball all day, every day. Fuck you mean? So that was my first answer.
If I have to choose a video game, that gets a little tougher.
Right. And then somebody was like, what about Final Fantasy 7? You were just dropped in Final Fantasy 7. I'm like, well, I'm fucked. Not even for the world-ending reasons of Final Fantasy 7, but because if I was born in a village, all village boys want to go to Midgar and grow up there. I don't want to be a broke ass nigga. And I definitely, you know me well enough. I'm never going to be criminal. It just ain't in my moral code. I'm working for the company. So there's two options: corporate or military.
Yeah.
Corporate, them niggas all die. Almost all of them die towards the end of the game. They're all fucked. And if you lived, you made it out, Midgar gets blown up, and then they build a new city, South Edge, right outside. And guess who shows up again? Sephiroth and them. So I'm fucked either way it goes. Like, I'm getting my ass fucked either way. So then I was like, more than likely, I probably would have tried to join Soldier because that seems like my kind of lifestyle anyway. I would love to join Soldier. There's cell degradation where you'll just live out and die. If you manage to live out, there was multiple desertions of soldiers where they all got killed. There was the few that stuck around, and then they were ordered to kill Zack. And if I go on original timeline, Zack kills all but 3. So I'm getting murdered there. If I didn't get called on that mission and I stuck around, guess what happens next? Cloud and them show the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I'm getting murdered in there. Like, I'm getting murdered somewhere along the line. And if I don't get murdered, then I just die and turn into dust. Because that's a thing. Those dudes in the hoodies, I'm pretty much sure I mentioned it. Those are soldiers.
Yeah.
So that's my next lot in life.
Turn into a fucking purple ooze zombie by Whis. And
I'm fucked. I am fucked somehow. I'm going to die. Because I can't be a regular ass nigga. I refuse to be a regular ass nigga. I'm sorry. Not that I don't want to be a regular ass nigga, but the lifestyle of regular ass niggas in Final Fantasy 7 are terrible.
I don't want to be a regular ass nigga. That's why I'm not choosing like Uncharted or Tomb Raider. That's just us.
That's literally just the life, yeah.
I choose where everything is joyful, dangerous, but dangerous adjacent. I choose Nightmare in Dreamland.
Nightmare in Dreamland.
I will just go to Kirby's World.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Who the fuck? If anything happens, we got Kirby, we got Meta Knight. We are good.
He's like, I'm betting on a pink nigga.
Yeah. I can go befriend him. I can get a nigga treats. When he not saving the world, I can just hang out with the nigga.
That's fucking wild.
Maybe I could go learn under Meta Knight. Maybe the nigga take a pupil. Right. I don't know. Open a Kenjutsu school. Fuck it. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like, and I don't really think the world was ever that much in danger with Kirby.
No.
It was tentacle aliens that got sucked up. What the
No, I think the only thing that you were in danger of is getting your lunch taken because that nigga eating everything.
Yeah, no. The famine level is high.
I
Kirby's
feel like
world.
that's why I couldn't be in Kirby's world because me and him finna box at some point. That nigga finna take one sandwich too many. Let that nigga come to Chicago and be sucking up gyros and shit. Oh, hell no, you can get the fuck up out of here. This nigga took, the offset he would have.
That nigga sucked up my Harold.
That nigga sucked up my 6-piece. I'm finna fuck Kirby up. Nigga, it's on sight. Oh, that's fucked up. That should be another podcast question. What video game character would you not want in the real world? Other than Goku, 100% Goku, I want nowhere near me.
No.
Because that nigga's finna eat all your shit and
then
brain
blow
danger.
it up. Yeah.
This nigga gonna require your energy every other day and shit. Like, you got another, like this. You know how many niggas hate Goku with a passion? Because this nigga's asking for your energy for a spirit bomb every other week or some shit.
Vegeta was right. That's all I'm saying.
On the real. On the real. Fuck Kakarot, 100%. I'm just saying that out loud. Fuck that nigga. I'm always.
No, Kirby would 1,000% cause world famine.
Oh, 100%. Although I would love to see him and Gordon Ramsay go at it. I feel like they would have beef.
I would love to see him go against the U.S. Army and us thoroughly get fucked
'Cause he just
by
ate
that
them niggas?
gumball. Like
That would
a
be wild.
tank versus Kirby. That tank, you just lost the tank. Like,
I mean, I don't know if you played the new games, but he just be turning into shit now. So he just ate half a tank.
yeah, they went a real Mario Odyssey with that shit. I don't know.
It was decent still. I liked it.
Hiccups, damn.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, no, like you ain't just beating Kirby. Either way it goes. Does that nigga take damage? Like I've never like seen like Kirby's never been in like life-threatening danger, has he? Like being hurt?
Not that I'm saying. I mean,
Shit, even fucking Smash Bros. Everybody else got disintegrated but Kirby.
yeah.
This nigga don't take damage.
I don't think Meta Knight has ever actually cut him. I think he just slaps him with the wide part.
Right. That nigga takes no damage.
He whooped Majin Buu ass in that death battle.
He did, which I was surprised,
Upset.
but
I was
accurate.
upset.
I knew it was accurate.
that.
Really?
Accurate.
That nigga takes no damage, and they didn't even give him his best ability. He could have just ate him and turned into a stronger version of Boo. He could have done that and didn't.
Kirby also could have got absorbed.
Yeah, but do you think Majin Buu, being Boo, would, in his intellect state, would have been like, oh, if I suck him up, I'll get stronger? Majin Buu would have never thought of that shit. And mind you, he was fighting Kid Buu.
Yeah.
Kid Buu is just
Dumb.
on sight.
Chaos.
Right, he's just chaos on sight. Which shout out to Kid Buu for not only whooping your ass, but then going to heaven to whoop your ass again. That's the only nigga I know that is that.
That is the definition of spin the block.
Right. He couldn't even spin the block on Earth. He came to the afterlife like, I know where you at, bitch.
Yeah, I'm finna make
Damn.
sure you're just nothing.
That shit is wild. And I feel for everybody who got their ass whooped twice over, literally.
Shout out, see, and that also, that's what I'm saying, man. Dragon Ball is greatest, because that shit was filler too.
Yeah, it was. That was not in Kai.
You cannot
That was
go
not Kai.
to the afterlife. All them niggas he whooped ass was not canon characters. First of all, Kid Buu coming and y'all niggas call Olibu. Y'all deserve to get y'all deserve for having to be destroyed at that point.
True enough.
But yeah, y'all got Alibu, Yamcha, and Krillin. Good fucking luck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. Dragon Ball, and Yu-Gi-Oh has the greatest fucking fillers.
True. Yeah. Bleach, I liked some of the fillers, but
okay, so
I liked Bleach fillers.
Bleach had some good fillers. The problem was they had like 4 filler arcs back to back.
Yeah.
And that's a little much. That's too much. That's too damn much.
Way too damn much.
So yeah, that's
I will also say that another filler series I like is Fairy Tail, but it's just Fairy Tail system that pisses me off. I don't think we talked about it. I don't like that Fairy Tales.
I usually avoid talks with Fairy Tail because people just would just auto to I hate Fairy Tail, and I'm like Fairy Tail.
No, I love Fairy Tail with a passion.
Good ass show, manga, and it was a good ass game.
Yeah.
I need to spin the block on that game. That game was really fun, actually.
No, I love Fairy Tail. The reason why I can't watch or keep up with Fairy Tail anymore was because they implemented the greatest anime system of all time. Its commercial break was the end of the episode. We all know that was how the episode should have ended, and that was where they put the commercial, and then they would pop up with the rest of the episode. I've never burned 6 hours watching a show before until I got hooked on the Fairy. Every time I turned it on, 6 hours later, and I'm like, fuck, I had to do shit today. I've missed appointments. I've missed doing shit because I was watching Fairy Tail. Fuck Fairy Tail for that reason. Because I've never been.
They have filler at the end of every episode.
No, because the show is addicting. Yeah. That shit is anime crack for me. That shit is actually. I've watched 2 episodes and I was like, man, I like this. I'm gonna watch this, and I got hooked. And I had to stop. I had to quit cold turkey because the show is long.
But it's so I like Fairy Tail because it does do the same power of friendship shit that like Naruto does, but at least they're goofy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, definitely.
Like, we know this shit goofy as hell, but we recognize and acknowledge that all of it is
it's
goofy.
Also, and mind you, they don't get like ridiculous power boosts. It's just it's more like he catches second wind almost. Yeah. And then it's just like, I got it. Let me just go ahead and handle this.
Resiliency.
There you go. Instead of, because of the power of friendship, I transformed and shit. Like, no.
They don't get I didn't even make it to the part where they actually do get transformation.
Yeah.
They do transform later, and the transformations actually make sense.
Yeah, which I respect.
Because it's reserved to the Dragon Slayers, like, okay, you get more in touch with your dragon.
Exactly.
So you transform to being physically closer to the dragon.
Right.
It makes sense. It was Super Saiyan before they add in God Key. Super Saiyan 4 is the easiest explained transformation in maybe all of anime.
100%.
1 + 2 = 3.
I hate to say it, but I had this argument with somebody. Super Saiyan 4 makes more sense than Super Saiyan. By a long shot. Like, it's so much easier to explain Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 4. Down to the fact that I've had the conversation with that people didn't even know the golden hair wasn't even a thing. It was supposed to be black. It was an accident. So, like, everything that you know and love about Super Saiyan is almost wrong.
And then 25 years later, it's a tinkle feeling in your back.
Oh.
What?
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I've been ready to fight niggas so much on that shit, it ain't even funny. All right, we got to end the episodes. I know we're way over time. Let me ask you this, and we'll end. Nah. Because it's been a great episode. It's been a great one. I'm going to end it on this, and then we got to cut it. What's your favorite transformation, Super Saiyan transformation moment? Because I went back and watched all of them. Now that I'm watching Super, and I hate to say it, no offense to Super like when they go God and blue, bullshit.
Still 4.
I hate them. Super Saiyan 4 was your best transformation moment.
Rampaging, about to kill Pan. The catalyst, people like really don't even get the catalyst for him coming back to his sense was her tears.
Mm-hmm.
He had the tears, licked the tears, but it's like, and then he was like, okay, he gains control, shrinks down, Super Saiyan 4, and then dog walks, baby, for the rest of the fucking arc.
Yeah. I will say this. Every time he tapped into Super Saiyan 4, it was always an unfair fight from that point on. Yeah. Like, every fight he tapped into was just like, well, this ain't even fair anymore.
Motherfuckers have to cheat against Super Saiyan 4.
Yes.
Like, the Blitz Wave shit was a cheat. When the Shadow Dragons and that nigga blinded Goku for like 10 episodes. Like, Goku was blind for a long time, fighting blind. 3 Shadow Dragons fighting blind. Nah. But then they couldn't leave well enough alone. A couple weeks ago, they actually had the Ultra Instinct versus Super Saiyan 4 fight, and Ultra Instinct won.
Get the fuck out of here. No. I call bullshit. I'm sorry.
Ultra Instinct
mind you, it's a technique for one.
Ultra Instinct is a technique. But it's a technique of the angels.
I don't give a shit. It's not a transformation.
No.
So for one, it shouldn't even count. Blue can count. Blue evolution can count. Ultra Instinct, because you said it yourself that it's a technique, not saying you.
Even
but
humans.
Everybody, they can achieve
it. A human, you gotta
really work for it, but you can achieve.
But it's achievable.
So I'm taking the Ultra Instinct out. It's a technique. And again, adding to the long laundry list of stolen techniques of Kakarot. This nigga just can't come up with shit on his own. He always got to snatch somebody else's shit. Bitch ass nigga. So no, I'm not giving that. So his last transformation was Super Saiyan Blue. I'm sorry. Ultra Instinct, don't get me wrong, when it happened, I did catch the moment of it happening, and I thought it was really dope. Yeah. It is really cool. But I've seen Kaioken moments that I've been like, it's still on par with what I've seen out of Ultra Instinct. Kaioken, I still say, is the not better technique, obviously, but what it can pull off. Now that they've kind of suspended belief with Kaioken, the nigga literally could be untouchable with Kaioken alone. He really don't need Ultra Instinct at all. And if he manages, which I'm assuming he will do at some point.
He did the fucking, which was also filler. That Kaioken Blue, that was a hard moment for me.
So I'm expecting at some point, because they're really harping that as a technique, to mix two techniques. Kaioken plus Ultra Instinct?
No, they don't. No, in canon, Kaioken hasn't been used for decades.
I know, but what I'm saying is, why not?
Because of...
I'm glad it's filler, by the way.
Strain on your body.
Yeah, because
like,
it's...
This nigga is going through so much more with his body.
You have to remember what Kaioken actually does. It's literally...
It's a multiplier.
It's literally a multiplier. That shit should kill you.
Eventually, you can't multiply no more.
No, that's all I'm saying.
Eventually, the calculator hit EE. Goddamn.
That's all it is. You can't... Again, it's... The way it was explained, and that's why I was always like, I get it, was it's like, carrying a weight set, and then somebody saying, and then we finna double it. You can bench 100, but then for somebody to go from 100 to 200 immediately, that's fucking hell. You might be able to bench the 2, but you can't go from 1 to 2 right away. Like, it's crazy. So I get why it can't be done.
Even in the filler, after he did Kaioken Blue, he was out of... I think they said he got key sickness after that.
Yeah, which I'd never heard.
He couldn't mold it.
Yeah.
He was having trouble teleporting and some more shit.
Yeah, like that's when he teleported into Bulma's.
But I actually do kind of like them continuing the Kaioken as consequences.
Yeah, which I prefer. So I prefer that he can't be used at all, and he just knows he can't use it. But I also wouldn't mind seeing it. I think that's some. What's that other show? Not Oh my God! What's the other show that Dragon Ball does now? Heroes.
Oh, yeah,
if they
Dragon
do it
Ball
in Heroes,
Heroes is where the
goofy shit gets done.
Heroes is where the Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan 4 happen.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. I would. That's interesting
because they've actually added on to Super Saiyan 4. There's like a full power Super Saiyan 4 now.
Okay.
Which is like, so they've kind of redone. Okay.
Save it. Yeah. I think we're going too far now. Yeah. That sounds
I'll explain it off.
Okay. But I did want to let you know my favorite Super Saiyan transformation that I've gone back and literally just pinpointed each one. It was Vegeta's. 100% was Vegeta's for the longest amount of time because I damn near remembered his speech and everything at one point. But it got overdone.
Yeah.
By Trunks.
Yeah.
When I kind of went back to Trunks, I'm like, both times he transformed. When he fought Frieza,
when
Gohan died.
When
Gohan died, I'm like, God damn. Super fucked it up. Because I seen Super's retelling of it. Nowhere near as good. Nowhere near as good.
That history of Trunks transformation is up there.
It's so good. It's so goddamn good.
That shit was so good. It was even good in Legacy of Goku 2 as pixel art.
As pixel art.
That shit was good in pixels.
That shit, that was one of the best transformations.
Have you seen it in Kakarot?
Yeah, I played it.
Oh, okay. I was like, that was really gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It didn't pull the same feeling, but seeing it that way, it was like, wow, this is fucking incredible. Yeah. No, that's Trunks was always one of my favorite characters. Just slightly under Vegeta. But no, going back through a Super Saiyan transformation, his was better. His was just slightly better than Vegeta's. Slightly. I'm giving it a 99 versus 100%. But damn, Trunks did it. When he did that head nod towards fucking Frieza right before he transformed and said, I'm going to show you real Super Saiyan. And I'm not talking about Goku. And I'm like, this nigga's smooth.
Yeah.
All right. We got to end the episode because we gave you 2 hours, two episodes worth of content. Don't ever say we don't do it for you. Do you have another song before we go?
Yes. It's actually new.
Oh, shit.
Never Die, Nas and Lil Wayne.
I hate Nas, but that's okay. But Lil Wayne, one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Just came out on the 14th.
No shit.
Yeah.
Shout out
the album.
No shit, really?
Yeah, Nas.
Nas.
Oh, yeah, Nas.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I would have had that whole first episode would have been about.
Right.
Would have been about
Excuse
the Lil Wayne
me.
album if that was the case.
The fuck? All right, Kelly?
You might be mad at me for this, but
If it's, as long as it's
I
not,
was like, is it Nas too?
no.
It's lit.
But One Winged Angel.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Based on the first half of the album.
I am a jaded wrestling fan. The motherfucker said One Winged Angel. Was it Kenny Omega? I was like, hey, he loves Sephiroth and Final Fantasy.
That's great. Fuck out of here. Just mad you thought Kenny Omega before you thought Sephiroth is all I'm saying.
No, because I was just playing his theme song last night. I was like, "You heard Battle Cry?" I was like, "What the hell?"
Thank you, but that's fine. That's fine. I guess for me, I don't think I've picked this one yet. So let's do Demiurge from Meshuggah. I don't think I've done Demiurge. So Demiurge from Meshuggah. They're playing soon. I might go. We'll see. I haven't seen. We've been at a festival where they were playing live, and I didn't think I would be a Meshuggah fan. So it was a festival. You could walk off and do other shit. And then I heard them from a distance. I'm like, damn, that's good. Damn, that's really good. And then I got into it, and I'm like, shit. Could have seen them niggas live.
Yeah.
Fuck. Now I got to see them. They're on my bucket list of bands to see. So on that note, make sure you buy a shirt. Make sure you buy a cup, because these cups are cool. Make sure you stop by FN Entertainment to do so, because over there's Instagram posts, which I've been posting clips damn near every day at this point. You get new clips all the time. For now, you're going to get a lot of backfill clips. Huh?
You were not getting gaslit, by the way.
Oh, no, I was getting gaslit like a
Not
motherfucker.
getting
You're just
gaslit.
mad as hell. It's a clip. You didn't get to see the context. It's the context of gas.
You were not getting gaslit.
I was getting gaslit, not in
How
the clip.
the fuck do you get gaslit by a nigga that don't know the definition of gaslit?
Nigga, that's called planned obsolescence, and I'm not playing that game
what? Oh, wait. That's called what?
Either way, go watch some clips. Subscribe to the Instagram and the Facebook and Twitter, because that's how you get to listen. Fucking our link trees are below. Literally all of our link trees are below. All of our links are on the website. You can also listen to the podcast on the website, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, or is it Apple Podcasts? I always forget. Apple Podcasts. Google Podcasts on your Alexa. If you just say, Alexa, show me the greatest podcast of all time. For some reason, she might pull up Joe Rogan, but she should actually be pulling up our shit. So let's not lie to ourselves and say Joe Biden. I said the greatest podcast. I think
did too.
And I I clearly believe our podcast is much better than Joe Budden's.
I fucks with us. But that's crazy.
And then he wonders why he gets demotions every other episode.
Fucks with us, but
This is another demotion. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so you can catch us on Alexa, Spreaker, the home of the podcast, all the forms of media and shit. YouTube. If you're not watching, you should be. I forgot whose tagline it is. I think I just straight stole somebody's tagline. That's Funimation, ain't it? Ain't that Funimation's tagline? Like Funimation, you should be watching, or something like that.
yes. I didn't know they got sold since then. I didn't
True.
know if they just
True.
fucking switched it up.
Oh well. Catch you next episode. How long is this episode? Damn, I feel like we just pulled the Dax on your ass. Next episode, we going for 3.
Whoa.
All right, goodbye. Have a nice day.